Hey guys, a quick video here. This one was inspired by a question in the comments, so just another reminder, it's always good to read the comments. If you have any questions, you're welcome to leave them there. Where I can, I will answer them. And this one came in the comments. It was asked me, what has happened to Gerhard Steenekamp, the Springbok prop? He hasn't played for the Bulls for quite a while now at the moment, and because the Bulls don't release their injury list, there was a lot of confusion about what exactly his status is. Well, luckily enough, we got Jake to talk about that just before Saturday's game. It was Friday at the press conference. It was buried because of the team announcement, and those things late in the week often don't get out, some of those details. But I thought I'd make a quick video of it and just chat about it, and then let Jake explain exactly what happened to Gerard. I think we're going to start with maybe just what his injury is at the moment. And he's just in a nutshell, he's had a knee injury, went in for a cleanup of the knee, and there were complications, and he's been set back by that as well. But let me let Jake explain it better for us.
He went actually, Ashfaq, for a clean out on his knee, and fortunately there was, I'm not saying complications. I think one of the wounds just got a little bit infected, and the infection got worse and worse. So they had to not redo it, but they had to then go and clean the wound, and then obviously over time, because it's a knee injury, it's not something you can rush back. And when it was swollen and flared up, they had to they restarted the process again. So what was supposedly going to be a very in and out operation turned out through the infection to be much longer and much more difficult for everyone. So he's fine. I mean, everything's fine. His knee's perfect. I just think they put him back a bit because of the infection that didn't go away over a period of time.
So the next big question is, when exactly will Karat Stina return to the Bulls? Of course, they've got their final league game this weekend against Dragons, and then they go on a week's break, and then it goes into the quarterfinals. And obviously, this is the business time of the season. That's the one reason why people probably are very interested. The other one is obviously he's a Springbok incumbent, and we want to have him ready for the tests as well. He's had some great scrums. Him and Wilco have formed a great combination up front. So yeah, put that question. Well, I didn't put that question. Cobus Klaasen from Beeld put that question to Jake, and this is how he answered it.
Yeah, Kobus, it sounds like, again, a cliche. It's like work in progress. He's back on in training. He's working hard. It's now a question of how long will it take for him to be spot on and be able to play. And it's not going to get any easier, because as we go deeper in the season now, it gets to knockout rugby, and it's almost test like as we get to the end. So it's not you can't just bring him back and give him 20 minutes, 30 minutes off the bench, because it could quite possibly be a knockout game. We'll be playing against international front row. And so my answer to that is, as soon as he is ready and as soon as he's confident, then obviously we can make a call. But at this point in time, he's doing everything he can just to make sure that he can get back onto the field.
Now, in the meantime, the Bulls have been lucky enough to have Hendrik Wessels, who's gone across and played Lucid, and he showed, especially if you think of some of the games he's had, the game against Leinster, where him and Mornay Smith came on in the second half and had that amazing scrum that won the game against Leinster when it all seemed lost after the whistle, after the final hooter. He's really grown, and since he's come back from the Springboks, he's just taken leaps and bounds and has really become such a vital cog. And he's now slotted into Gerhard's place, done a very good job there in slotting into it as well, and had that amazing game against Glasgow where he popped up in the back line. He made that try-saving tackle, amazing try-saving tackle against Glasgow. And he's really put in, he was easily the man of the match in my book there in that game. And now he's packing down. He's the starting Lucid, and he's really taken a notch up, and Jake has compared him to Os Durant, and that's quite a comparison if you think about it. Os is quite a legend of the game. But yeah, listen to Jake talking about how happy he has been for Hendrik Wessels to take that step up in Gerard's absence.
Well, yeah, and he's loving playing with Wilco in the other side of the scrum. I mean, he's learning a lot. Remember, they talk scrumming now, and obviously it was his birthday this week. He's now 24. He's growing up. And I've always said to you, Kobus, he's a very talented rugby player, and I'm happy for him, because I think he's realizing now that he has got talent and that he can do special things. But I'm also looking forward to when Gerhard gets back, because then that's competition for a jersey, and then it means there's pressure on everybody in the front row because he can play hooker as well. And I'm not going to move away from telling you guys that I think he can be a phenomenal front row player anyway. But I am obviously very happy that the lights come on. I've said it many times that I rate him very highly, and I'm very happy that maybe that was the game he needed to realize that he can jump up to the next level. I mean, he was Os to run like, and I know I said that after the game, and I don't say that lightly, because Os, for me, Kobus is probably, and not for me, is probably the best Lucid prop South Africa's ever had. In fact, one of the best props the world has ever seen at Lucid. And for me to make a comment like he's Os to run like means a lot, because I was lucky enough to coach Os. And I think that there are glimpses at times where I can see resemblance of how Os was when he was the same age.
Well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comments. I'll definitely come back and answer them wherever I can, and obviously make some videos on them where we can, if it helps inform people. Also, if you any comments about what you think of Hendrik Wessels and Karat Steenekamp and the bull scrum, which is currently the best in the competition, do drop them below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe and like these videos. It all helps to get more of them out there. And yeah, otherwise, thank you for watching again. Cheers.